Now, to be able to create plagiarism-free book covers for KDP, all we need to do is go visit 3 different places. We're going to be going here to the KDP Amazon.com cover calculator, and I will leave a link for this in the description down below. Then we're going to be heading over to Canva, and I will be leaving a link for that as well, and also ChatGPT. So first we're going to do is go here, and I'm just going to click on that. We're just going to be choosing paperback because we need to be able to choose a binding type. So once I do that, I'm going to go to the interior type. Even though we're not going to be creating the interior today, it does need to know this so that it can work out the spine width. Now we go here, we got black and white, premium color, or standard color. Now these are different thicknesses, which is why they need to know the different kinds of paper type. Okay, now what we need to do, go over here to paper type. We go cream or white, and we're going to be going black, and we're going to be using white paper. You go reading directions. In this particular case, we're going to be going left to right. And then over here, we got measurement units. We'll go over here. We're going to be making that in inches. And then we're going to go here and we're going to be choosing the size. Now, most people would choose between 6 by 9 or 8.5 by 11. I think in this particular case, because I've decided we're going to create a dream journal, I'm going to go clicking on this particular one there. Now, we do need to know how many we're actually going to be doing it. Now, how many pages is it going to be? Because that will determine the thickness of the binding or the spine. So because it's 365 days in a year, we don't have to do 365 days because most people don't dream every single day and remember their dreams every day. But as you start dreaming and you start writing it down, you do start remembering your dreams more often. So I'm going to be making this one 370 pages long. And the reason we're doing that is primarily because I want to be able to make it that this can cope with things like notes on the back, as well as having things like a front page, a back page, and also. So that gives us a few extra pages just to be able to do the extra stuff we want to be able to do. Then all I need to do is hit calculate. And what that does is it brings this area here up. Now we've got the full cover, and that's the one we're going to be focusing on right now. 13.085, 083 I should say. I'm just going to copy that. And well, I'm going to go straight over here to Canva now. Now on the top line here, you'll notice that it's got here custom size. I'm just going to just go click on custom size just there. And I'm going to now add that in there. Now I've already done this during my practice, so I don't really need to do it, but there is the 13.83. Then we got 9.25, which is over here, 9.25. So the same thing, you just copy that. Go here, put that in there, and you need to make sure that you choose, because it'll start off on pixels, you need to make sure you choose the type you want. Now I'm going to be keeping this as inches, and then I'm going to go create cover design. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me a blank cover. Now, I'm just going to quickly save this. I'm going to download this, which you can go here, download this template, and then we can upload that into Canva. So I'll be right back while I do that. Okay, so all I need to do now is just right click here, hit extract all, and then all I need to do is hit extract, and there it is. We'll get rid of that. And if you open that up, you'll see you've got a PNG file, a Chrome HTML, and text. So this is the one we're going to be wanting to do. So I'm just going to go over here to Canva, and we're going to go over here to the upload section. Now what we need to do is go over here to upload file. And I want to be able to do this particular one here, which is the PNG file. So we're just going to double click on that. And we want this one uploaded first. Now I'm going to put this on top of the actual one image we're going to be putting here in just a few minutes. And the reason I do that is so that we can actually see what we're doing. Now, let's go over here to design. And what I want to do is go over here and click on Dream Journal cover, and then just go have a look down here. Now what we can do is go through here and have a look at the types of covers they've got. I like the ones with spines going down them. So let's see if we can find one that might represent a good dream journal. Something that looks a bit dreamy and so forth that we can put in and make that a complete dream journal. That's not too bad, but not quite what I'm after. Let's just keep going through until we can find what we're looking for. Actually, that looks pretty good. Let's click on that. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so we're going to need to change this up. We can't just keep this as is. I do want to change things up a little bit. Let's move things around a little bit. Okay, move that up. Okay, now one of the things I want to do is get rid of that. Now I need to go over here to the elements, and let's go here and see what they've got along here. Okay, I'm thinking I like what I saw before, which is this one here. Okay, so we'll put this one here. We'll shrink that up. Bring that down here. Now, you probably want to change the color of this. So I might make that white. I'll make that white. And then the other ones that are white just here, we'll make that maybe a gray color or something like that, or maybe a darker color. Maybe we'll make that this color. Yeah, that works. Or we can even make it the color of the actual notebook. Now, to do that, I need to go to my color picker. I'm going to grab that and go over here to the notebook page thing, the letters, and we can copy that color right there. As you can see, that's looking good. That's about right. Copy that. Right click, copy. And we get rid of that by hitting the X. And I'm now going to add this to here by clicking on that. And in this section here, which is highlighted, go Control V and hit Enter. Now, as you can see, those stars have now gone yellow. That is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to be calling this one Dream Journal, and we're going to expand that up a little bit so that it takes up the entire page. There we are. Now, another thing we're going to want to do is increase the size of that. Let's just make sure that's central. There we go. Now, another thing we're going to do is want to change the size of that actual spine. To do that, we grab that and move it into the center. You see how it's got the crosses? When you click on it and you're in the center, as you move it, you'll see that there's a cross there. It's just there. Now, that's about the center. Now, we don't exactly know how wide this is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Upload. Go to my Upload section. And I'm now going to grab hold of this. And we're going to take that up to the top corner and drag that down to the bottom. Now this will help us to know the size of the actual spine. So you can see the spine just there. So what we're going to do is hit this, and we're going to make this a bit more transparent. And this will give us a much better idea as to where the spine starts and finishes. That's good. Now I'm going to grab hold of this. I'm going to drag that down so that we can then get this yellow spine and drag that across. And we'll drag this one over just a little bit so that it's inside those dotted lines. There we are. Now we also need to pay attention to where the barcode is. Now I'm going to just make that completely transparent. We're clicking on that, and we're just going to be making that, get rid of that altogether. In fact, I can just make that there, and we'll just delete that for the moment. We don't really need that on top. So get rid of that. Now another thing you might want to do is change the color of the background. Now because it's Dream, we can also change the color of that. So I'm just going to click on that, and I might make that completely black so that it looks like a nighttime dream. Now Dream Journal is good, but I need to adjust it now. Take it to the edge of the spine. Go here as well. And that now centralizes it on the page. This one here, we can take it to roughly the center. Okay, so you can call it Dream Journal, or I might just call it Dream Journal for Girls. Now you can change things up a bit. You can remove some of these so that it looks a bit different. And I'd highly suggest that because this is a cover that's going to have edges, that you can actually bring that in just a little bit. And the reason we want to do that is so that it's not going over the top of the bleed. We want to be able to bring that in so that the bleed is not being covered. Okay, so that's great. Now another thing we can do is we can add extra elements here if we want to. Let's go back over here to the element section. I do believe there's a comet just here. I'm going to choose that comet. That's good. I'm going to change the color of that to white so it stands out a bit more. Yep, that's good. Turn that around and shrink that up. There we are. I might also reposition this behind the moon just a little bit. Position. Going to go backwards. Yep, that'll do. I'll bring this one forward. Okay, so that's okay where it is. And this one should be behind it now. It is. Okay, cool. Now, the reason I've done this and it looks kind of weird is when I put the block in here, or I'm going to be putting a text box just here. I'll go over here and grab this now. Going to grab that. I'm going to add this to here. I'm going to drag that down to here and go like that. Oh, have a look at that. That is awesome. Now I'm going to drag that up just a little bit because we don't really want that to be on the edge. Now have a look at that. They're the same color. How good is that? Okay, cool. Now what I might also do is change the color of this spine to match the color of this. Now go over here to this. Go over here to the star just to give it a bit more accuracy. Go into the center of the star. Click on that. Copy that color. Going over here. We'll get rid of that now. Going over here. That's for the spine. Let's go over here and we'll add this color just in there. Hit enter. And that should by rights change the color of that. Go here and do the same thing here. Go Control V. And that should change it up just a little bit as well. In fact, I might even choose to change that make that another color. Maybe slightly darker, that one. Yeah, that'll do. Copy that. You want it to be a little bit darker than what it currently is. So we'll get rid of that color picker. Copy. Get rid of that. Choose that. Go Control V. Hit enter. You see how it's gone a darker color now? And we can do that for this one as well. Because we want it to be fairly uniform and fairly consistent. So to do that, we just go back over here again. Control V, hit enter, and there it is. It's going to be now a fairly consistent theme all the way through. When we click on here, we can now add some text. Let's go over here and we'll go add a heading. We'll take that up, grabbing that, put it up to the top. And now we can use maybe some text. We're going to be keeping that as the text body, or the body text. And we want to bring that one forward. Make sure it's at the front. So go position. Oh no, it's already at the front. It's cool. Don't know why it's white. We'll just have to highlight over the top of that. And we'll change the color of that and we'll make that one black. That should work now. Good. Okay, cool. Now we'll also make sure that goes over to the left-hand side and we'll bring that in just a little bit so that it's not too far next to the edge. Alrighty, now let's go over here and we're going to be getting it to write a little bit of a blurb for the back of the actual dream journal. Now right here, I'm just going to go here and say, please write a blurb for the back of a book, which is a dream journal for girls. Okay, now what we have to do is hit enter and we'll see what it writes up. Big Dream, a journal for girls to capture their dreams. I love that. That is a really good name. So I might even use that as part of Big Dreams. Or yeah, that's great. I'm going to go over here and put that in there. Big Dreams. I actually quite like that. A journal for girls to capture their dreams. That's good. Let's go copy that. I hadn't even thought about the title, to be perfectly honest, but that's really important that we do remember to do that. Go copy over the top of that. And place that straight into there. Go Control V. We'll just expand that up so that it's bigger. It captures more of what it's saying. We can take that down just to make sure that it doesn't do the wrong thing. That's great. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to go grab this here. Let's just go capture that and we'll put this into a text document. or actually into a Word document. Place that in there. I'm just going to copy all of that out of the text document. And we're going to place that straight into here where the body text is. Go Control V. Now we want to make sure that this is going to work with the barcode. Now to do that, once again, we just need to go back over to our uploads, get that, put it over the top, and we now know that once we go here, whether it's going to match where the barcode is going to be okay. Alrighty, so let's transparent that up a little bit. We'll make that a bit more transparent, and that fits beautifully. So far, so good. I love it. Okay, so let's just delete that. It doesn't need to be there in the way. And you can change a whole bunch of different things if you want to. In fact, I might even add a few more elements in here. I might add, see if they've got any more blocks of stars. Yeah, that looks all right. Click on that, drag that down. I might make that a bit smaller. Drag that over here. And see if I can duplicate that. Drag that over here. And to make it different from this one, we can now flip it horizontally. There we are. Now that's mirror image to this one. That's brilliant. Now if you want to, you can move that to the center. It's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to just keep it like that. Or actually I might move it over to the center. See if I can centralize it and make it look a little bit more even. Yeah, see if we can make it look a little bit more centralized. A little bit. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I quite like that. But I might remove those because I don't really like those. I might add another couple of stars. A few more stars probably wouldn't hurt. Just to help it out a little bit more. Let's go duplicate. And just move them around the place. Make them a bit more random spaced so that they are not looking like they're all over the place. Go Control D. I might mirror image that one by flipping it horizontally, dragging that and putting it up here. There we are. Now we have literally changed this, and by changing this and making it look different, you've literally just made this completely plagiarizing free. Now you can change the font if you wish to. Now, if you want to, you can change the font to a different font altogether. Let's go here. My suggestion would be choose a completely different font to what's there. I'm going to go this one here. And there we have it. And make sure that's in the center. Yep, that is central. That is beautiful. Okay, one more thing we need to do for the plagiarism-free book cover is I might actually change the name of this before we go any further, because I don't really like that too much. Before I do, I'm just going to shrink this down to maybe 50 because I'm going to be making a slightly larger word at the beginning. So I want to make sure it's going to fit. So I'm just going to call this one Sweet Dreams. There we are, and I'll do the same over this side. So as it's not the same, because I thought about it and went, you know what, Big Dreams is not quite going to make it work right. So I think Sweet Dreams is going to work better here. Okay, so now what we need to do is download this as a PDF. Now what we need to do is go here to download. Now it'll start off as PNG. You need to go here, and we go down here to PDF print. Click on that, and then we can download it to where we want to be able to save it. In just a moment, it's going to download to the location we want it to go to. And then I'll bring it up and show you what it looks like. This is perfect. We'll just go there. And this is what it looks like right now. This is what the PDF version of it looks like. So as you can see, I'll just shrink that down just one little bit there so you can see the whole thing. And this is the entire Dream Journal cover. And that's what you will put into Amazon KDP. Now, if you want to, you can also put Sweet Dreams, a girl's journal, and you can put that on the side there if you want to. This is exactly how you create a plagiarism-free book cover for your Amazon KDP book. All right, guys. If you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button as well as subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing? Also, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this method of using Canva to create your covers. Also, to let you know that right here is a video I believe you might like. Down here is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And right here, well, that's an image of my head. If you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.